In this video, we will study about the analysis of bridge rectifiers. This is the circuit of the bridge rectifier, which we are already aware. So, let us see what is meant by analysis. It means to examine in detail. So, we will derive various terms to examine or understand about bridge rectifiers. So, the first term is average value, can be voltage or current, VDC or IDC. It is the average of instantaneous values during one cycle. So if this is the output waveform, the average value would be somewhere around here. It's a rough figure which is represented by VDC or the red line. So in order to derive the term, consider this output waveform of the bridge rectifier. The x-axis is theta and the y-axis is the voltage. The maximum value of this waveform is Vmax. So, when we write VDC is equal to 1 by the cycle at which the waveform repeats. The waveform repeats at every pi intervals. So, we will write the integration also from 0 to pi. Small letter v d theta. Small letter v stands for instantaneous value. So, in the next line, we will replace small letter v using Vmax sin theta. This is the equation of the waveform. Now, Vmax is a constant term. So, in the third line, we will take Vmax outside of the bracket and we will integrate sin theta. We will get minus cos theta, apply the limits, and finally, we will get 2 Vmax by pi. So, this is the average value of voltage of a full wave bridge rectifier. Next, in order to find the average value of the current, it is given by IDC. IDC is equal to any current is given by voltage by resistance. So, we will write VDC by RL, where RL is the resistance across which we take the output. So, we already have found out the value of VDC, which is 2 Vmax by pi, and if we divide Vmax by RL, we will get Imax. So, instead of Vmax by RL, we will replace it by Imax. So, we will get the average value of current as 2 Imax by pi. So, why this is represented by DC is because average value also gives us the amount of DC content in that waveform. Next, we are going to find out the RMS value. That is another term to do the analysis. It can be VRMS or IRMS. And VRMS means it is the effective value of a varying voltage or current. For example, if this is a waveform, a sine waveform, the average value of the sine waveform would be 0. This is because it has got both positive as well as negative half cycle. They will cancel out and hence the average value or DC value would be equal to 0. But if we find out the RMS value, that will not be equal to 0. So, finding the RMS value of any waveform, any AC waveform is more effective to analyze. So, let us find the RMS value of a bridge rectifier. Vrms squared, okay, is equal to 1 by pi. Pi is the interval at which the waveform repeats. Integral 0 to pi, again till where the waveform repeats. V squared d theta. So, what is small letter v? That is the equation of the waveform. So, that is equal to Vmax squared sin squared theta. And Vmax squared is a constant. So, we will take it outside the integration sign. Then, instead of sin squared theta, we will replace it by 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2 by the trigonometric formula. And when we integrate, we will get theta minus sin 2 theta by 2. Then we will apply the limits. Then we will get it as pi minus sin 2 pi minus 0. So, these two terms will become 0. So, we are only left with the term pi. So, we will get Vmax squared by 2 pi into pi. Pi and pi gets cancelled. So, finally, we have Vmax squared by 2 But remember, the term on the left hand side is a square. So in order to get Vrms, we have to take the square root of the RHS. So we get Vmax by root 2. Then again, in order to find the RMS value of the current, we will find IRMS is equal to Vrms by RL. Voltage by resistance will give current. So Vmax by root 2 is the value that we found in the previous slide. Then multiplied by RL. So Vmax by RL, we can replace it by the term Imax. So the IRMS value of the bridge rectifier is equal to Imax by root 2. Next, another term called as ripple factor, which is the amount of AC value present in the waveform. Okay, so lesser the value, the better. That is because our ultimate aim is to convert from AC to DC. So if this value is smaller, it means that our AC content is lesser and it is much better. So here we are going to find out the ripple factor. This is the equation for it. Gamma is equal to square root of IRMS by IDC the whole squared minus 1. And we just substitute the value for IRMS, which we found out as Im by root 2. Im here stands for the maximum value, and IDC, which is equal to 2 Imax by pi. Substitute the values and finally we'll get it as 0.482. It is much lesser than that of a half wave rectifier, but still if we can make it much minimum, then it would be much better. Lastly, we have to find the efficiency of a bridge rectifier. For a bridge rectifier or for any system, the efficiency means how good the system is. Okay, so here we are going to find out the efficiency in converting AC to DC. So efficiency is given by eta is equal to power output by power input into 100%. Efficiency is expressed as a percentage. So output is I out squared, power is equal to I squared into R. Again power input is I in squared by R. So the next step, I squared DC into RL divided by I squared RMS into RF plus RL. RL means the resistance at which we take the output, and I squared DC is our DC content, which is the output that we obtain. I squared RMS is like the input. Okay, so we'll substitute the values later. Then into the path through which the current flows, that is RF, that is the forward resistance of the diode plus the resistance. Okay, the current flows through the diode as well as the resistance. So that path is written over here. So when we write like this, what happens is that this RF term, the forward resistance of the diode, is very less when compared to the RL. So we can neglect that term. So in the next line, we can write RF is neglected. So we can write RL by RL. So what will happen now? These two terms will get cancelled. So in the next line, we'll get I squared DC by I squared RMS into 100%. Now we'll substitute these two values, 2 Imax by pi and Imax by root 2. Take the square of them. So we will get 8 by pi square, and finally we'll get 81.2%. That is, our full wave rectifier or the bridge rectifier is 81.2% efficient.